Alright, what it do, everybody? It's your boy LOG from Where There's Smoke. This stream's overdue. I kind of want to go live New Year's Eve and kind of ring in the new year with y'all, talk my shit. But I ended up going to a little get together. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff happening to break in the new year, of course. The news stories never stop. But I saw there was two different, like I guess we'll call them terrorist attacks, or at least some sort of violent attack carried out. I believe both on New Year's, but I've only seen basically like the headlines and the stories on YouTube. I haven't watched the videos yet, so this will be my first time watching here with y'all, learning all the details. We'll learn together. We'll give our breakdown opinions and see what's going on. But I just thought it was interesting. There's a lot of chaos to start the new year, which is unfortunate. Because I saw a lot of people on social media and other places hopeful for the new year. As always, there's always a lot of optimism around the new year, which is a good thing. But it's just unfortunate to see these attacks right here. So we'll see if there's any. Um, what am I trying to say? Not if they're coordinated. There is some thought on that too, but if the two events are tied together in any way. So we'll get into all that, see what we think, get the details from the news and all that. I think we will have Mr. Joe Games calling in here shortly, potentially. And anyway, oh, before we get started, there is a new release. I know I wanted to do this at the start of streams. Um, y'all go check out Stack and Cheese by Prestige and G Dollar from the Winter Circle. I'm Yes, it's on YouTube. I believe go check out Terminal Battlegrounds on YouTube. Terminal Battlegrounds, and the song's called Stack and Cheese. Y'all go check that out. It's a jam. I fuck with Prestige. I fuck with G Dollar. They always got the jams, and honestly, probably my favorite two out of the Winter Circle. Hate to do that, but they're the ones that have the most songs that I fuck with, and they have the largest catalog already. I feel like so. I really jam their music. I like their shit. I like Avenue. I like Living Large with Prestige, and then of course I got G Dollar's whole catalog. I probably got songs other people don't even have a G Dollar. So big fan of them boys. Y'all go check out their new song, Stack and Cheese, to start off the new year. Uh, Go support local Austin artists. Those are good guys too. Solid stand up dudes. So with that said, I think here we go. Hey, what's up? Can you hear
Hey,
me?
what I do? What I do?
We got Mr. Joe Games in the building.
I am in the house.
What you been up to? I was just telling him about a song that I've been jamming that I was fucking with. But what you been up to?
Just, a holiday season.
Uh,
Everyone's favorite time of the year.
yeah. Did you have a good holidays
Yes.
and all that? Good New Year's?
Oh yeah. What about you?
Nice. Yeah, everything's been pretty good. Just laying low. I had a few little family get-togethers, but nothing major. It's been good. I was
Oh, okay,
saying,
good.
like as always, there's like a lot of optimism around the new year, which is good. But then it was just kind of unfortunate to see like these terrorist attacks right here. That's the nature of the channel and the news and shit. It's just kind of sad to see. But I don't know any of the details on any of them. Are you aware of
Dude, I saw the video of like everybody getting run over and it was crazy.
from which one? The Bourbon Street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how like they're not even covering it like it's not on every news outlet or every YouTube feed. It's kind of like they're trying to like not show it off so much.
I mean, I saw it come up on my YouTube page, but we were talking a little earlier before the stream. We just feel like it's definitely not getting near as much coverage as like the healthcare shooter, right?
Or the McDonald's killer, yeah. Whatever.
Is that what they're calling him?
No, that's what I call
Yeah, it was really strange that he got caught in McDonald's, right?
I mean, he wanted a Happy Meal, his last meal.
Yeah, it's pretty crooked. Um,
I think the reason why it was so popular was because people were actually like talking about it, and people were actually like giving a fuck about it, and people were like on both sides of the fucking the killer and the government. And, it's just
right. There was people
people.
on both sides, whereas this other stuff, no one really on the
They're like
side of the.
retweeting and like making memes and like making jokes. And where are the fucking memes and the jokes now?
Yeah. I guess
But I
they
mean,
didn't
this
feel
isn't.
as bad because that guy was a rich guy, and when it's just a bunch of
These
random
are,
poor
but
people getting killed.
they don't care about people like them, but people that are nothing like them
Hmm.
just doesn't make sense. Because even Luigi, like, he's not even that relatable. Because
Because he's
he has
rich.
it all. Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think it was the fact that the guy that got killed was unrelatable. I think that was the big thing with the healthcare guy. Like, not many people relate to the guy who died. But with the Bourbon Street stuff, everyone likes to go out to 6th Street or would like to go out to Bourbon Street and just like hang out and see the activity. So everyone feels like that could have been me that got killed. Whereas the healthcare guy, no one really feels like that could have been them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, let's watch the story. I also heard, I guess we'll get into it the more we react to the story, but these guys were trained or potentially were at the same military base for a period of time. So that's a super interesting thread to the story. But
Because there was more than one person trying to get something popping, right?
potentially, yeah.
They wanted like to use a bomb and everything.
I am a little behind, but do these two things happen on the same, like both on New Year's?
I feel like it was calculated, or they were like part of the same group, or
Let's watch the news thing. Let's see. Uh yeah, let's see what they say.
Louisiana officials are addressing
Oh,
concerns.
hold up, I gotta pull this up for you.
I mean, I'm also watching on the live, but yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
About security around New Orleans after yesterday's deadly terror attack there. Meanwhile, police are revealing more about how the suspect reached the city. Fox's Rebecca Castro joining us live from New Orleans. The FBI now saying the driver acted alone. Rebecca?
That's right, Christine. This is a big change from what investigators initially thought yesterday. There were concerns that there were other suspects potentially still out there, but the big development today is that now that this investigation has developed, they do believe the
Okay. Okay.
driver was acting alone. Bourbon Street reopening on Thursday, one day after a pickup truck plowed into a crowd, killing more than a dozen people. Investigators now believe the suspect, a 42-year-old U.S. Army veteran, acted alone and say social media posts show he was inspired by ISIS.
He originally planned to harm his family and friends, but was concerned the news headlines would not focus on the, quote, war between the believers and the disbelievers.
The FBI says the suspect.
The believers and the disbelievers in what?
I don't know. Like,
Like what?
I guess like God and stuff.
Why would someone that believes? Why would God want you to kill people though? Or he thinks he's the
That's
eighth?
what that's what the Templars did.
Who? What's the
The
Templar?
Holy Knights.
They what? Killed people?
They're like forced to go to war for God. But like, I mean, he could have just been brainwashed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Suspect rented the truck in Houston on December 30th and then drove it to New Orleans. On Thursday, police searched his Texas home for potential evidence, as well as a rented New Orleans property where bomb-making materials were found.
FBI and ATF agents have secured that house. We have recovered 2 laptops and are currently reviewing them for.
Damn, this guy. How come these people always have like 2 laptops, 2 phones? He had a home in Texas and a rental property. It's like, dude, this guy has more money than me. What the hell?
Yeah,
any
it's
potential
crazy.
leads.
And despite concerns, the Sugar Bowl kicked off this afternoon after being pushed back a day.
All these broke people are too poor to drive that far and kill somebody.
National Guard troops and police deployed to secure the scene. Louisiana officials now facing questions over whether the city is prepared to host future events, including the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras.
We're ready to continue to host large-scale events in our city because we are built to host at every single turn.
Yeah, I don't know how you would even plan for this. I mean, some guy just goes crazy. So far,
Yeah,
that's what it seems like.
it's like you're driving, right, and then someone decides to crash into you full speed.
A vehicle can be more
Uh,
dangerous than most weapons. We choose to stay in our lanes daily. Not going to have to worry
so we,
about a Super Bowl anytime soon. Dang.
because they're not gonna win.
Well, the Super Bowls they have it. It doesn't matter what team. Like they had one in Dallas a few years ago, I believe. It doesn't matter. Like they'll choose a city, and then it doesn't matter whatever teams get there. They just play in that city. So
Oh, okay, but,
yeah,
but I thought that guy was talking smack.
yeah. He was, but yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like his profile picture.
Yeah.
It's the not loading thing.
Oh,
Little
from
space.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. I fuck with that.
Yeah, it's just a shitty situation, man. That this
Yeah.
all happened. Shit.
Ooh. FBI knew hours before. Let's watch. I'm gonna save that for later. Let's watch another.
Man, you got a lot of videos.
Yeah.
I just think we
We gotta do some research, Joe.
You got the proof. Yeah, bro, this is crazy.
I haven't even seen this yet.
He just like takes off, bro. Like
He's
like,
driving
"You know
normal
what?"
right now. He's driving pretty normal. There's a cop right there. Oh wow, you can. That was it.
Oh, they took it.
Oh.
They
Oh.
that's more footage.
Damn, he
Oh,
drove
those
down.
people were those people were quick.
Yeah, damn. Oh. Was it after that or before that? I guess after that.
I
that
think
he-
the police guy takes off right after. Oh, so he had a shootout.
Damn.
Dang.
Huh. He was inspired by the Islamic State terrorist group. Oh, what was Biden say?
Attack. He posted videos on social media indicating that he was inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill. The ISIS flag was found in his vehicle, which he rented to conduct this attack.
Possible homemade explosives were found inside the vehicle, and more were discovered near the scene of the attack. You know, how do you know how to make that stuff? I guess.
Well, everything's on Google. Like you can Google that
I
stuff.
know, but once you
will be-
Google that stuff, aren't they gonna be watching
you'll
you?
be put on a they'll put you on a watch.
Yeah. The suspect served in the U.S. Army and was on active duty from 2006 to 2015 and was deployed in Afghanistan in 2009. Huh. It's crazy how, like, I wonder if that played into it. Texas criminal records show he was charged in 2002 with misdemeanor theft and in 2005 for driving with an invalid license. He was a thief and they let him in the military? That's interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they'll take it. They'll take anyone when they need someone.
I guess so. He's been out of the military almost 10 years though.
So he was getting benefits and everything. He served our country, and he wasn't satisfied.
A video has also resurfaced of Jabbar working for a real estate agency after his military service. I don't know what that's about. Oh, this is him, I guess, right?
And let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be
Look at this dinosaur on his wall. That's an interesting thing. And I don't really like how he has the shadow of this silhouette. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, Yeah.
You see that?
Responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without it.
And then he has this
That's
thing
like-
that says discipline in the background. Disciplined people, and it has all these things disciplined people do. It's just so weird that like he seems so well put together and professional, but yet he's gonna do this. I mean, I guess everyone has a breaking point or something, but it's just kind of weird.
A hitch.
His real estate license expired in 23. Police have searched a property in Houston for several hours, which public records list as Jabbar's home. Huh. See here, and in the other video, they said they thought he had accomplices or was working with somebody else, but now they're maybe thinking not.
They're running it back.
Yeah. Huh. Well, anyway, I don't know what else to really say about that. It's just kind of weird. It is super interesting that he was former military and someone that was deployed. Other than that, I don't really know what to say.
I mean, he seemed like a what's the word? He seemed civilized. He seemed like a normal person.
Yeah.
He just went crazy. Or you think he was put up to this, or?
Someone said, "Why is the camera following the truck prior? This is very questionable."
Nah. So it was a surveillance camera. That was already there,
For what?
like just fucking. You have a camera outside your business.
Why is there an antenna behind the truck? Window tint all around. Something is fishy.
Well, he rented it. He rented the truck out.
Yeah. Someone put the usual suspect.
Fucked up.
Someone said drove right over the wedge that was installed to prevent vehicles from being able to force their way into the street because the wedge wasn't deployed right and should be when the street is closed off to vehicles traffic. Religion should teach humanity, not bigotry. This guy's ex-wife put an order of protection against him. Wasn't so innocent. Damn, the YouTube comments are not holding back. Someone put,
Yeah.
"He's not black. Do not group him in with us." Oh, man.
Yeah, YouTube's always the place for
They'll say whatever.
trolling. For trolls, yeah.
So,
I mean, they don't care.
yeah. I wonder, I guess that's enough details on New Orleans attack suspect truck had tires screeching.
Tires screeching.
Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, I guess, switch gears over to the Vegas thing and see. Have you heard anything about that one?
No, I haven't. But someone apparently had a Tesla truck, and they had a bomb.
Yeah, they
That was crazy.
let's see if this. I guess I have one more 3-minute video about the New Orleans thing. Let's just play it real quick. and see.
Terrifying moments on Bourbon Street. Pedestrians fleeing that white pickup truck after
Nah, this is more of the same. All right, let's switch over to the Vegas one.
Officials in Vegas talking now about the Cybertruck attack there at the Trump Hotel. Let's listen in.
As many of you went to sleep last night, and I just want to give you an update on a lot of what it is that we found through the processing of the Cybertruck. This is a joint investigation involving the FBI, the ATF, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, and these folks worked through the night. And
Did they say the other one was involving the FBI and everything like that? Not necessarily. It didn't sound like it, right? It sounded like a Louisiana only thing. But they didn't really say much in that way, did they? I didn't pay
Nah, they
attention if
didn't.
not. But this guy's making it known everyone's involved on this motherfucker.
found a lot of stuff that is very useful for this investigation. As you look at this Cybertruck here, we had to transport this down to our fleet services so that we could really get through this thing. And I remind you that the subject inside wasn't able to be removed for a very long period of time because he was burnt beyond recognition. And so as we continue to move through this, I'm going to talk a little bit about his identity and what we believe, but I would like to highlight a couple of things that the teams found inside of the Cybertruck that are useful to the investigation. And that, first and foremost, is a military identification.
Another military guy. What do you think about that, Joe? That's doesn't look good.
We also found a
Bro,
passport.
they've always been crazy.
Really?
Like people who they make movies all the time about military people shooting up people or
Going rogue or breaking. Or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I mean Rambo was fucking rogue, ex-military.
Yeah. Huh.
We found a Desert Eagle 50 caliber semi-automatic pistol. And if you'll notice on a lot of these guns that we're going to talk about here, they're almost just burnt beyond recognition as well. There's a SLR model B30 semi-automatic firearm, number of fireworks that were still in the vehicle that had to be removed. Notably, we found an iPhone and a smartwatch, and then several credit cards were also in the name of our subject. Our subject is 37-year-old Matthew Livelsberger. He's of Colorado Springs.
How old was the other guy? Man, he's giving a lot more better information in this one than the other stuff we were watching.
Colorado.
I think he was a
born
little older.
The other guy was, okay, a little older.
July 22nd of 1987. Now, as you'll see here on a picture of his driver's license, let's see, the question really still remains for me, and I know that there's a lot of you folks in the media that are identifying this person as his license.
What the hell was that?
Springs, Colorado, born July 22nd of 1987. Now, as you'll see here on a picture of his driver's license.
What the hell?
Whoa, that's like toxic, like radiation.
That doesn't even look real.
You know, like
It's like so dark compared to his other tattoos. Yeah, but yeah, it's like a
some-
toxic sign. Huh. It's
He's
weird how they flash that and then they don't show it again.
Let's see. The question really still remains for me, and I know that there's a lot of you folks in the media that are identifying this person as the person in our vehicle. As I mentioned to you already, his body is burnt beyond recognition, and I do still not have confirmation 100% that that is the individual that was inside of our vehicle. And so,
Figure it out. Hurry it up.
it's their job.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. The guy was burnt to a crisp, but you should at least know that this guy's not still out here. Come on now. Can you not find Alan Livsberger? Or Matthew,
as
whatever
I'm
his name
calling it now, the subject or person of interest. I will not come back until I have the confirmation through DNA or medical records that this is indeed, in fact, the subject inside of the vehicle. Now, further complicating this identification of this individual, we also discovered through the coroner's office that the individual had sustained a gunshot wound to the head prior to the detonation of the vehicle. One of the handguns was found at his feet inside of the vehicle.
How are they able to prove that if everything was burnt to a crisp? We don't know who he was, but we know he killed himself right before everything went off. How the hell do you figure that out?
Well, he's dead.
That's the main thing, right?
Nah, I mean,
No, yeah, I know.
he probably just lit himself on fire,
Well, they're saying he shot himself, basically.
and then
And then somehow the thing was set to detonate after that. Or like he lit the fuse and then shot himself, you know?
they could probably see like the bullet hole entry.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Obviously, in how we're trying to identify him, and I'm feeling comfortable to give you this information, is a tremendous amount of substantial evidence to include he rented the Turo vehicle. There are 2 tattoos, one of which was on the stomach and one of which is on the arm, that we can see bits and pieces of it as in comparison to what it is that we now know he had on his body that has given us a lot of confidence that
Oh,
this
now they show it again. That is a fucking weird tattoo. It's like so dark.
Yeah.
That is so weird. It's like it looks like it's new and like on top of the rest of his other tattoos. And he has some weird eyes on his fucking arm.
It looks like some world order type shit.
It definitely does. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, yeah, the viewers can barely see it with my head in the way.
is, in fact, the same person, as well as which the clearly obvious, which is the credit cards, the military identification, the passport. And then furthermore, as you'll see here in just a very short period of time, we tracked his movements from Colorado to Las Vegas.
Okay, so they're pretty on it. They pretty much know.
And in a number of the photographs that we were able to determine, he was the individual that was driving the vehicle. And also, I'd like to iterate this point to you. We still have only ever seen him in this vehicle, and we're not aware of any other subjects involved in this particular case. Now, I would like to acknowledge a couple of things because I know what's going on in the social media world, and there are a number of things in this case.
Do you? You're a social media expert, are you?
That are similar to the attack in New Orleans. We do know that our subject here.
Which one happened first? I guess the other one, huh?
No,
In fact, he's a
yeah.
current member.
Everyone heard about that other one first.
We're gonna watch the PBD breakdown. He's my go-to as of lately.
He's your favorite.
I know. I love betting on Patrick Bet-David. He covers a lot of the good shit
He's
that
cool.
I'm gonna cover. Yeah, I don't agree with everything for sure, but like the thing is, yeah, he covers a lot of the stuff that I would like to cover, and he collects, like, he's good at collecting stuff, like questions I'm gonna ask. He'll probably answer like a few of them during the little thing, but anyway.
Of the military. Both of the subjects served at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. What we do know about that is it's a very large military base, and we have no record that they served in the same unit or even at the same years at Fort Bragg, something that continues to remain under investigation. I also
Don't tell me they had the same general or sergeant or whatever the hell it is. I don't know all the roles, but like nothing they
They're in
had.
the same platoon.
Yeah, because even if they were like, yeah, it'd be bad to see they shared the same anything. But anyway, obviously people are gonna be looking for something to pair them together.
Any little detail.
also know that
to, like,
they
connect the
both
dots.
served in Afghanistan
Yeah.
in 2009. We don't have any evidence that they were in the same province in Afghanistan, the same location, or the same unit. Again, something else that remains under investigation. And we also know, of course, that they both used the rental company Turo to rent their vehicles.
That's weird.
Oh.
And they
that is
both
pretty
were
weird.
rented vehicles. That's a thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they just drove down there in their own car and did it. They both
I
rented
mean,
a
it's
car.
not rocket science. It's
Yeah.
fucking. I mean, they must hate this rental company. That's what's going on here.
Something's up with that.
They want to see them fail.
I've never heard of them. Have you?
Nah, me neither.
All I've ever heard of is Enterprise and like maybe one other thing. Like,
Carvana?
yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as his military background, it's been confirmed by DOD that he was indeed in the United States Army. He was also a Green Beret operations sergeant who spent most of his time at Fort Carson, Colorado, and in Germany. He was on approved leave from Germany, where he was serving with the 10th Special Forces Group. He was also previously in the National Guard and the Army Reserve. I'd like to point out to you that through exceptional joint investigative effort, we've gotten to a place where we believe we can show you his route to Las Vegas from Colorado, and Carlos will put up the map there for you. And we know that he rented the Cybertruck in Denver on December 28th. We tracked his movements through the Tesla charging stations to Monument, Colorado on December 30th. On the 31st of December, the truck was charged in Trinidad, Colorado, Las Vegas, New Mexico, and Albuquerque and Gallup, New Mexico. On January 1st, the truck was charged in Holbrook, Flagstaff, and Kingman, Arizona. We last tracked the truck in Kingman at 05:33 yesterday morning. The truck was first spotted in Las Vegas at 7:29 a.m. yesterday. And Carlos will pull up a picture of the truck pulling onto Fashion Show Drive here. And that picture was observed at about 7:34 a.m. We know that he pulled into the Trump Valet.
Anyone that's awake in Vegas at 7 o'clock, you should be hot on their ass. Oh, I'm just fucking around. But there's nothing going on in Vegas at 7 o'clock in the morning, let me tell you.
And I believe we have a video of that. You can see the Cybertruck highlighted there.
Trump. Woo! Woo! Looky there. Trump and Elon. You think that's a coincidence?
Fuck no. They're
What-
trying to.
Did they
I
say
feel like
what?
Tesla stock definitely went down after this little incident.
Really? What was this? What place was this?
34 a.m. We know that he pulled into the Trump Valet.
No, you can't make this up.
Nah, he's definitely trying to set a statement or like a message.
There's yes, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, it's
Something's up with that.
I believe we have a video of
anyone
that.
with a brain can see it. He has a Tesla
See the
truck for
cyber-
Elon, and
He's
then he's
trying to, yeah, at Trump's
he's doing it
place.
at Trump's office. It's like, yeah,
Wow, I didn't know. I mean, obviously, I didn't know anything about the story until now. But what do you have to say about that? That's
yeah,
wild.
That's crazy.
2025, people.
Truck
Starting
highlighted
off
there.
the New Year's strange.
Get weird. They're trying to bring some commotion for Trump and Elon. Of course, it's at Trump's place.
Everything revolves around Trump.
Well, right now. Oh, did he not? Did he leave? I thought he was gonna blow it up there.
So through extensive surveillance video, we were able to track him leaving there, and we know that he went to several different places along Las Vegas Boulevard, and he spent some time in a parking lot of a business near Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Oh, I thought he blew it up there. Where did he blow it up?
We didn't have a video of the truck pulling back onto Las Vegas Boulevard from the sands. See that there? That's north on the boulevard from Sands at 8:39, where he then immediately heads to the Trump Hotel, pulls into the valet area, and as of course you all know, the explosion occurs within 17 seconds.
He did do it at. Oh my God, he did do it at Trump's thing. Of course.
That's north on the boulevard from Sands at 8:39, where he then immediately heads to the Trump Hotel, pulls into the valet area, and as of course you all know, the explosion occurs within 17 seconds of his arrival at the valet.
God damn.
There's some additional investigative updates that are going to be provided to you by a couple of the other speakers here. The first of which will be our special agent in charge of the FBI local office, Spencer Evans. Spencer?
Good morning. My name is Spencer Evans. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI's Las Vegas division. As the sheriff mentioned, we've been working through the night with our partners, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department and other agencies, to gather all the facts and determine a motive to what was initially reported to the FBI as a bombing incident, to which our special agent bomb techs and others responded. Obviously, we're always concerned in these sorts of events to ascertain what the motive is. We understand that's everybody's at the forefront of everyone's thoughts. And so looking into exactly what the motivation is remains our #1 priority. This is why the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force has been brought into play. The Joint Terrorism Task Force, most important part of that acronym is joint. It is done in concert with our partners, which are comprised of more than a dozen investigative agencies here throughout the state of Nevada. We've been working on that front. However, we do feel like we have the subject identified in the Las Vegas field office. We have pertinent and relevant and those that can be verified for those from those that have not. For example, one of the tips that we received just today relates to information alluding to this subject's personal experiences related to his time and activity in the military.
Okay. Well, here's your main man.
The honor. The guest of honor.
Patrick Bet-David. Insurance extraordinaire.
In Vegas, there's a Tesla, okay?
Kai.
Truck parked
Dude, he loves that one. Kai.
outside of Trump Tower, one of the Trump hotels, which we stay at that hotel all the time. It's a great hotel. And you see this clip here. Is this the explosion?
Why is he shouting out Trump?
Why do we need to hear that?
Well, that's like, all right. Are you flexing on us? It's
Like out of all the hotels in Vegas you could stay in, that's the one when you go to Vegas that you stay in. Of course it is. I mean, dude, there's probably 5 hotels better than that one in Vegas at least. I mean, everything in Vegas is nice.
Ocean Rob?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see this one here. Go for it.
That's where we stay. It's a very nice hotel.
Jeez.
Copy.
Oh, damn. I didn't even know he
Is it
used a
confirmed
bunch
that
of
he's
fireworks.
Yeah, you didn't hear that? Yeah, he used fireworks.
I mean, he went out with a show.
Yeah.
the one that's dead? Is the army guy was he in the car?
Let me read you what I got, and then
Okay.
we'll get into it. So, by the way, the same guy, a Tesla Cybertruck filled with fuel canisters and firework mortars exploded outside of the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas, killing the driver and injuring 7 people. Las Vegas Sheriff Kevin McMahill said the truck started to smoke, then exploded.
Yeah, that guy has 3 different names. That was sick. Did you catch that? I mean, that sounds like it's such a small thing, but.
And dramatic footage of the explosion shows bursts of multicolored fireworks shooting in multiple directions. Investigators are exploring if there are any links to the deadly New Orleans attack where 15 died. He noted, obviously, a Cybertruck, the Trump Hotel. There are a lot of questions that we have to answer. The FBI is investigating the incident as a possible act of terrorism. Special Agent Jeremy Schwartz said, I know everybody's interested in that word and trying to see if we can say, hey, this is a terrorist attack. That is our goal, and that's what we're trying to do. However, they have not found any evidence connecting the explosion to the Islamic State. Is this the fellow saying that, Rob? Is this the same thing that I just read or something else?
This clip right here is them discussing the evidence that was found in the back of the Cybertruck and why more people weren't injured when the Cybertruck
Let's watch
exploded.
this. Let's watch
The
this.
fire initially, they covered it with the tarp to try to get it to go out. Once the fire went out through the suppression efforts of the fire department, you'll see some of the evidence in the back of the vehicle. So those are gasoline canisters. They are camp fuel canisters and large firework mortars.
Look at the side of the Tesla. Nothing happened to it.
Nothing, bro. Wow.
What I also would like you to pay attention to on that video, as you see that, it looks like the exterior of that truck is completely intact as it sits there. The fact that this was a Cybertruck really limited the damage that occurred inside of the valet because it had most of the blast go up through the truck and out. In fact, if you look on that video, you'll see that the front glass doors at the Trump Hotel were not even broken by that blast, which they were parked directly in front of.
Oh my God. Go ahead and check off how great that thing is. I'm trying to see how far apart these things happened. I think the guy in the New Orleans one was actually older. Yeah, the New Orleans guy was 42. The Vegas guy was 37. I'm trying to see what time these news articles update so frequently. They have like the time that they are, but not the like when the accident happened.
It's unbelievable. Tragic event. Unbelievable commercial for Tesla, by the way.
Oh, wait, that's the design. When you put a bomb like that, you want to you have 3 things. You have the heat and fire of the blast. You have then concussion, and then you create everything around it becomes projectile. The glass breaks on the front of the windows, and that becomes projectiles that just has a horrible effect on people nearby. And here you have the law enforcement stating, look, the front windows weren't even broken.
And what's he saying here, Rob?
This is where they credit Elon Musk. Elon Musk helped investigators determine who the driver was by tracing down the route that he went through the different Tesla supercharging stations. He also helped them get inside of the vehicle because the vehicle locked once it exploded.
That's some data for
Play
you.
the clip.
I have to thank Elon Musk specifically. He gave us quite a bit of additional information in regards to how the vehicle was locked after it exploded due to the force of the nature of the force from the explosion, as well as being able to capture all of the video from the Tesla.
Oh, they were saying this Vegas thing happened like 8 something in the morning, and the other one happened probably like after midnight, like at 2 or 3 in the morning. So it was like 5-hour difference maybe.
The charging stations across the country, and he sent that directly to us, so I appreciate his help on that.
And because of the diagnostics of the car, he said yesterday this wasn't a vehicle thing. He said it's either fireworks and or a bomb that was in the back.
Let me ask you a question, Tom. I got a question for you with that one right there. So what information did Elon give to the authorities?
The authorities are stating that they received the public security camera footage from the Tesla supercharger stations.
The public.
Yeah, this is well, it's private. It's private footage maintained by Tesla, but it's their own security cameras that monitor their charging stations.
And then what other information did the Tesla give to the authorities?
Apparently, he helped them unlock the car and also helped them with, I guess, who the registered owner
After the explosion.
or who rented it. Yeah.
After the explosion.
Wow, this guy's Tony Stark.
Took place. Okay.
That's what the authorities were saying.
Right. So how different is that than what happened with Apple and Tim Cook when they asked them to give the information on the phone at the San Bernardino shooting, whatever that shooting was 12 years ago. I think it was maybe 10 years ago. Can you see when that shooting was, Rob? The San Bernardino shooting was when?
It's definitely under.
There's a big difference in unlocking a car of someone who just killed someone versus unlocking a phone. But I guess it's still a killer.
Years
I want to
ago.
say 2015.
Yeah, well, he didn't give that over. The FBI requested Apple create software to the suspect in the December 2015 shooting. The FBI wanted the software to accept that and to correct when was found. So can you go back, and I want to see what was given to him. Can you go back to that sheriff to see what was given to that clip? And what did he say was given? Is it just basic information or?
I have to thank Elon Musk specifically. He gave us quite a bit of additional information in regards to how the vehicle was locked after it exploded due to the force of the nature of the force from the explosion, as well as being able to capture all of the video from the Tesla charging stations across the country, and he sent that directly to us, so I appreciate his help on that.
Okay, so it's not.
Yeah, it's not personal stuff inside the vehicle. It's just like, hey, listen, we know where this guy was.
But think about how helpful that is. It says, hey, we've got video from the charging stations, our public cameras are in the New Orleans.
Seen the movie Horrible Bosses? He's outside, Kevin Spacey, and he's saying to track the driving, like what areas they went through. That's kind of like the phone privacy for convenient. What was the word you used? Convenient.
The ease of convenience,
which is great. It's totally fair. Like, you know, whole the thing with Facebook, the ads, and YouTube. 18 of his 19 years in the Army career with Special Forces. According to his LinkedIn profile, he is believed to have joined the Green Beret as a communication specialist in January of 2006 before becoming an operator. This guy's a BMF.
All right, I'm done with that. Here's another one. We'll see how much of this we can handle. It says FBI knew hours before the New Orleans attack.
We have to get right into it. And that's the New Orleans Bourbon Street attack. At least 10 dead, 30 injured after driver plows into New Year's revelers on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Rob, is it 10 or is it 11 now?
Or it goes into the crowd if you want to show it.
And those are him, because he got out, he had a gun.
They're improvised explosive devices that was found, and we are working on confirming if it's a viable device or not. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we're asking everyone to stay away from Bourbon Street,
Why does she sound so
specifically from
nervous?
Canal Street to St. Anne.
Is she reading?
That is my
or
ask.
is that a
Once again, stay away from Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all the way to St. Anne. until we can figure out what is going on.
Okay, so let me read this about her, about the killer. Jabbar served in the Army from 07 to 15, including a deployment in Afghanistan. Okay. And then later he joined the reserves till 2020. He posted videos referencing the Quran and claimed in 2020 YouTube video for his real estate business that the military taught him the meaning of great service. However, financial struggles, 2 divorces, okay, child support disputes, $16,000 in debt, left him in hardship. And his first wife
being classified as an act of terror, in quotes, by the FBI.
There, and then that is what motivates you to act.
I don't know. I needed the headline of the video. I want to know how the FBI knew hours before. What do you think?
I mean, we don't know what's going on.
You want to hear Biden say his little thing?
I'm sure that.
You're sure what?
I'm sure they knew what was going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Who knows? I just wanted to hear what made them title the video that. That's one of those things where, like, sometimes their titles are spot on, but they kind of hoed me with that title. They may have talked about that just a little bit, but that was just more of an overview of the whole thing, and they had, like, a specific ass title. Fuck you, PBD.
The FBI briefed me that as of now, we have no information that anyone else is involved in the attack. They've established that the attacker was the same person who planted the explosives in those ice coolers in 2 nearby locations in the French Quarter just a few hours before he rammed into the crowd with his vehicle. They assessed he had a remote detonator in his vehicle to set off those 2 ice chests. And so we're also continuing to investigate whether or not there's any connection between the New Orleans attack and the explosion in Las Vegas. As of now, they've just been briefed. They have not found any evidence of such a connection thus far. I've directed them to keep looking. The individual who rented the truck that exploded in Las Vegas also served as active duty U.S. Army.
Okay. So they both served in the Army. They both rented from that Toro company. And the one in Vegas has a lot of purpose because it was with the Tesla and it was at the Trump thing. The Bourbon Street one just seems kind of random.
Yeah, I mean,
But he killed more people.
he just wanted to like kill people,
Yeah.
which is messed up.
Here's a video I saw of Vlad and Aries Spears talking about the attacks. I don't really know what they'll say, but let's kind of just... It came up, so I figured I'd click on it.
All right, here we go. Aries Spears, welcome back to Vlad TV.
2025, right?
First interview of 2025.
Now, before you ask me a question, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Oh, man, I didn't really have one.
Can I tell you what I...
Anything you want to say about the end of last year, the beginning of this year with New Year's resolutions or anything like that?
Yeah, I met a lot of new people today.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone's changed.
What do you mean you met a lot of new people?
Like they're new people now. Like they've changed.
Really?
Like they're so much better than they were last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah.
I'd like your New Year's resolution to be?
What's that?
Stop over-talking your guests, man.
Oh, shit.
He diced him.
Because you do that
I want to overtalk you right now.
You do it so much. Oh, my God.
I actually did a poll, and I said, who overtalks their guests the most? And it seemed like me and Nori were like tied.
Yeah, I could see that, because Nori does that a lot, too. Fat Joe should have been thrown in there, too, when he had his podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll try not to do it.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
We'll see.
I'll do my best.
I just don't want to battle with you like that.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's all right. Well, sometimes, here's the thing. Like, people think that I do it just because I like to do it, but no. A lot of times is I have a game plan for the interview, and people sometimes go off course and on tangents and everything else like that, so I got to bring them back in, and, you know, occasionally the only way to do that is to overtalk somebody. Because otherwise, people can go on a 20, 30-minute tangent about...
I've never not seen you do it.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I mean, you know,
Fair
listen,
enough.
I get it. You fighting for rebound position. So am I. So come on, man.
Fighting
Okay.
for rebound.
Only one of us can be Rodman.
Okay. Only one of us can be Rodman. All right. And Rodman's the king of rebounds. So
Yes, he is.
there we go.
The Jordan of rebounding.
Yes. Well, before we get into the other stuff, you know, New Year's just passed and a bunch of craziness happened. The craziest of which is a Texas-born U.S. citizen, a former Army veteran who served in Afghanistan named Shamsuddin Jabbar, 42 years old, plowed a truck into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street, New Orleans, killing 14 people and injuring dozens more.
You know what's wild? I literally just heard about that this morning.
Really?
When I woke up this morning and I do my daily scroll through the phone, and I'm keep coming up on all this. The guy with the truck, New Orleans, New Year's Eve, blah blah blah. So I'm just now being hip to this.
Yeah, it's crazy. They found an ISIS flag,
Right.
I guess, in his truck. And there's actually a bunch of videos he posted on Facebook hours before doing this, where he actually planned to have a family celebration and he was going to kill all of them.
Holy, that is crazy.
Family?
His own family. Yeah.
Did they? I heard he got killed, right?
He got
They
killed, yeah.
Okay.
Well, he started opening fire on people after plowing through a whole
Wait,
bunch
so
of people.
first he plowed through people.
Yeah,
Then he got out the truck.
started shooting,
Oh my
and
God!
the cops,
wow.
I think he was shooting at the cops. The
Right.
cops returned fire and killed him, luckily.
Thank you.
And but yeah, so he originally, I guess he went through a nasty divorce and everything else like that. And I guess he started to like hate his own family. So he was gonna have this big family celebration and kill everyone in his family. But instead, he decided to go this route.
Damn.
Yeah.
Either way, it was gonna be horrific.
Right. The Sugar Bowl is actually postponed in New Orleans because of this.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Damn. See what pussy do?
Yeah, and a nasty divorce. All right. Because then over in Vegas, there's a Tesla Cybertruck that
Saw that.
exploded
Yeah.
in front of the Trump Hotel. And another
And they're saying that's connected.
they're not saying it's connected, but well, it's connected because both these guys. So the guy in the Cybertruck, his name was Matthew Livelsberger. He was that former Green Beret, and he actually shot himself in the head right before the explosion. And both of them served at Fort Bragg.
Right.
So that's the only connection between these two.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, even from the footage I saw, I don't know what the person's official position was in New Orleans, but she kept saying it wasn't a terrorist attack. It just made it sound like this is just somebody who went off on the deep end, but it's not a terrorist attack. And didn't they say that there was also explosives in the pickup?
Well, in the pickup in the back, there was a bunch of explosives that blew up.
Smells like terrorists.
Didn't really do a lot of damage outside of the Cybertruck itself. And the Cybertruck is actually still intact.
Okay. Well, what was the ultimate goal for him to plow the truck into a building and blow it up?
I have no idea. Because in fact, there was a post.
He was just trying to make a statement, I feel like.
Oh yeah, he was. Tesla truck at Trump Tower. Come on now.
Like, I don't think he was trying to, like, hurt anybody. I just think he was pissed off or something.
Yeah. That's so weird. Huh.
The Elon Musk actually commented on is that the Tesla Cybertruck was voted the worst vehicle by the National Association of Terrorist Car Bombers.
The Tesla truck is built like if it was human, it'd be Sinbad.
The Sinbad of trucks.
The truck got Sinbad body.
That's funny. Yeah, man, listen, and you know what's interesting is that all the people that are like protesting against Israel and, you know, shouting out ISIS and everything else like that, how do they feel about it now? Because the terrorist attack in New Orleans was an ISIS member.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like between the explosives and the ISIS flag and
yeah, how are they not saying it's a terrorist attack?
certainly I know you shouldn't say anything based on somebody's name, but based off his name, you know, it smells like terrorism.
It is terrorism. He's a member of ISIS. This is
Wait,
a
wait.
win for ISIS.
But this is what we're not talking about the New Orleans dude no
The
more.
New Orleans guys.
Yeah, but that's what I said in the beginning, and you went, nah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Okay.
My bad.
Come on, man, pay
No, this
attention,
is
man.
ISIS. This is all ISIS.
Okay.
The same group that attacked Israel and, shot all those people and did all the kidnapping. They're responsible for the New Orleans attack. So pick your side.
Listen,
are you pro-ISIS or against ISIS? I'm against ISIS.
I know.
Well, Vlad's Jewish though, so there you go.
So, who's for ISIS?
I guess, yeah.
I think someone like
No,
the
he is.
Yeah, he is.
the death to Israel people.
He proudly said that he's Jewish.
And the maniacs.
Yeah.
He invited a bunch of Jewish people to his party, remember, with Trump election night?
Vlad?
Yeah.
I'm behind on that.
Dude, remember we watched the election night? And he had all these guests up on...
Not DJ Vlad. Are you talking about Trump or Vlad?
I was talking about the last guy we were watching.
Oh, PBD.
PBD, yeah.
Yeah, he's Jewish, but Vlad's Jewish too. The guy who's interviewing here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But oh yeah, PBD, he's a big Trump lover, a big Israel supporter and all that. Anyway. It's interesting. It's an interesting way to start the year with chaos, So
Yeah, I kind of figured.
yeah. Well, I got some of the details. There were some commonalities between them. Overall, it's just like a chaotic thing, and I feel like it's definitely going to lead right into Trump's presidency, and we'll see how he plays off of it. There's
People
only,
just want to
a couple weeks till then.
cause chaos and shit.
Yeah. It could be something for where Trump comes in and is able to look like a hero though. If things are starting to get out of control and then he comes in and it calms down, people will be like, "Oh, thank God. We were having terrorist attacks and there was wars overseas and everything was flying off the handle when Biden was at the end, and then Trump comes in. It gives him a chance to look like a hero." But I mean, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's something that I could see happening. There's definitely something to it with the whole Tesla thing and then Trump Towers. That's not a coincidence. But maybe we'll find a motive or more of what the news has to say about that. Well,
Yeah.
do you have any thoughts or anything you wanted to say? Maybe we'll round it out.
No, I mean, I think we've said everything that needs to be said.
Yeah, for sure. There's not a whole lot of details. I just wanted to give kind of an early reaction, and glad you could join our first stream of the year. This channel's been going on for over a year now at this point. It's not exactly what it was when it started. But I do intend to have some more guests on this year for 2025. I have a guest lined up that I should be dropping a video within the next week or two, hopefully, with a guest on the podcast again. So that's something to look forward to.
Shout out Where There's Smoke, man. Thanks for having me on. It's been a year for my YouTube as well.
Nice.
We kind of started around the same time.
Hell yeah. Road to
I
1K
appreciate
for
you.
Mr. Joe Games.
Road to 1K, baby. Appreciate you, starting up the YouTube.
Hell yeah.
It's always nice to have people to collab with.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate when you can come through. I love coming through on your channel. I'm always tuned in, watching the Let's Plays. I love the Rockstar Let's Plays. Joey recently, the main thing he's been doing is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Getting into Edison and posting some of his wins and showing his deck profile. So I fuck with that shit too. If anyone's into Yu-Gi-Oh!, go check that shit out. And I know there's gonna be many new Let's Plays for this year. So if you're in a new gaming channel that's something fresh and you want to check out some new gameplay, y'all go check it out. His banner's right up there, Mr. Joe Games on YouTube. And I always appreciate him coming through with the commentary. And yeah, it's good to have someone else in the space that you can bounce ideas off of.
For sure, for sure.
So, well, I guess I'll give you the last word real quick, and then we'll round it out. I guess that kind of was the last word, but anything else you could think of before we go?
Nah, man, just make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know,
Hell yeah.
appreciate all the views.
Hell yeah, y'all keep fucking with us. Y'all tell somebody about the channel if you like it. And we'll have another live stream soon. 2025. Y'all stay positive, and we'll see y'all on the next one. LOG from Where There's Smoke. I'm out.
Peace.